Hello friends, this, this is a computer network class. In previous class we have learned network delays, transmission delay, propagation delay, queuing delay, processing delay. Now it's time to learn flow control. What is the flow control? If we transfer packets of frames for the channel, so there should be no need of synchronization. Synchronization of flow of packets frame, the flow of packets and frames, packets of frame. So the transmission of the packets are synchronized and from receiver transmitter to receiver, and how in what manner the packets should be flow in the channel. This comes under flow control. So flow control, there are two types of channels, in noisy channel and noiseless channels. In noiseless channel there is no chance of error in the frame, no chance of error in the link, no chance to be error in the frame. So there is no error detection required for noiseless channel. Okay. Another one is noisy channel. In noisy channels there is a chance of error, or error chance is possible already, and need to be an error detection and correction technique. So in case of noiseless channels there are two types of protocols: simplest protocol and stop and wait protocol. In simplest protocol, as per name, it's a very simple. There's it protocols not provide any types of error control and flow control, because there is no chance of error control, so need not to be a error control. It's like a simple communication. If we want to send the packets to receiver, we will send packets to receiver, not need to be any acknowledgement here. Now the second one is stop and wait. Stop and wait. Now this is also stop and wait. This is also part of noiseless channel. So it adds simple flow control. No any error control because it's a noiseless channel, so not need to be to check the error. Receiver send acknowledgement for every received frames. If the receiver received the packets, it will send the acknowledgement of that packet to the transmitter. Transmitter transmit one frame and wait for acknowledgement. Here transmitter will transmit one packet and wait for acknowledgement. After that, next frame will be transmitted. Here the half duplex communication. In half duplex there is a one-way communication at a time. Only one side, either transmitter or receiver, will communicate. Okay. Now here the example. Here the transmitter, here the receiver. The frame sent to by the transmitter and received by receiver, and receiver can now send acknowledgement. Then again, after receiving acknowledgement, transmitter will send the frame and receiver will accept the frame and send acknowledgement. These are the flow chart of flow of packets control, the transmission control. Now the flow control of noiseless channels has been completed. Now we will go with noisy channel. In noisy channel there are two types of methods: stop wait and ARQ, sliding window ARQ. In sliding window there are two subparts: go back NIRQ and selective repeat ARQ. As ARQ also, selective repeat ARQ, go back NIRQ. Full form of ARQ is automatic repeat request. So here we will cover stop and wait ARQ. Now the stop, wait and wait ARQ is same as we see in the noiseless channel. What we learned in noiseless channel: transmit one frame and wait for acknowledgement, same as noiseless channel. Receiver send acknowledgement for every successful received frame. Okay. The transmitter transmit next frame only after receiving acknowledgement. These are properties which is similar to the noiseless channel stop and wait protocols. What is different in that case? In this case, here here the chance of noiseless or means error is more. That's why here the case 1, either frame or acknowledgement get lost in channels. Means here there is a transmitter and the receiver. If transmitter transmit the frame, but there is a noiseless channel, the chance the frame will be lost. What happened? Then second question is from transmitter transmit the frames and the transmitter received by the receiver, and receiver send the acknowledgement to the transmitter, but the acknowledgement lost. Then in that case, that transmitter are waiting for acknowledgement. Transmitter are waiting for acknowledgement for a long time. To control the wait time of the transmitter, we have introduced here automatic request or repeat request. In automatic repeat request, what happens? By the transmitter transmit the frame, and if it lost, then the transmitter won't get any type of acknowledgement and receiver waiting for acknowledgement. But in automatic repeat request, transmitter wait for some indefinite time or some fixed time. Transmitter wait for some fixed time. If the acknowledgement won't receive at that time, then transmitter retransmit the previous frame again and wait for its acknowledgement. Means that if the transmitted frame lost, so the receiver won't get any type of acknowledgement. So after waiting some time, if the receiver won't get acknowledgement, then receiver retransmit that frame again and wait for acknowledgement. If acknowledgement come, then receiver send next frame. Receiver send next frame to the receiver, and receiver send acknowledgement. This will be happen in stop and wait ARQ. ARQ is here for automatic repeat request. Means that transmitter won't wait for long time. It's a wait for some time. If acknowledgement won't receive, it retransmit that frame again. Now case second, if the transmitter transmit the frame and received by receiver, and receiver sent acknowledgement, but acknowledgement lost. If the acknowledgement is not received by receiver and transmitter, then transmitter after some waiting time, transmitter again retransmit the frame to the receiver. Transmitter send same frame. If the transmitter not receive acknowledgement, then transmitter received. Transmitter transmit previous frame again and wait for acknowledgement. Here we see that the receiver already received the packed frame here, but again if the same frames sent to the receiver, then what happened? Because the receiver already received that packet. If the transmitter again send the packet, it will be a duplicate of previous one. So to avoid the duplication, we use queue of frames. Okay, queue of frame or sequence number, which is of mod 2, to avoid duplication, to identify duplication in the transmit or receiver side, transmitter or receiver side. We use sequence number. A sequence number is a mod of 2. Mod of 2 means 0 1 only bit. Here the transmitter have queue of frames. Here the transmitter have frames. These are the frame of transmitter side, which transmitter want to send 0 to 1. Now the sequence number of that frame is 0 1 0 1 0 1. So that's why it's also named as alternate bit protocol. Now here how the flow control. Here the transmitter send the F0 frame and receiver receives F0 and send acknowledgement. Okay. Now the receiver will send. Now transmitter will send F1 frame. Receiver received F1 frame and send acknowledgement. The same flow control has been followed Now, in the second case, if the protocol transmitter send F0 frame, then received by receiver end, and receiver send acknowledgement. If acknowledgement lost, then after some time, transmitter again send F0 because the previous acknowledgement weren't received by the transmitter end. That's why transmitter again send same frame again, but the receiver already received F0 frame. So now this time the receiver will ignore F0 because it's already received. Okay, so the receiver will send acknowledgement again that I have received F0. So now the transmitter send F1 frame because F0 already received. Now the case 3, if the transmitter send a frame F0 to the receiver end, okay, frame to the receiver end, and receiver receive that frame, and it takes some process time to send the acknowledgement. But if the processing time is little bit more than the timeout which is set by transmitter, means that if that timeout, if the acknowledgement won't receive, then transmitter feel that the frame will lost. So transmitter send the acknowledgement. Transmitter send that frame again because receiver won't receive any acknowledgement because there is a taking a process time is taken by the receiver end. So the acknowledgement will be delayed by little. Means that here is the time at which the acknowledgement would have to come, but due to the processing at receiver end, the acknowledgement comes late, and transmitter send F0 without receiving acknowledgement. Now after some time, transmitter received acknowledgement, and then transmitter send next frame. Receiver will send next frame to the receiver, but before that, transmitter have already transmit F0, but here that F0 is already received. So at F0, so when F0 is received at receiver end, it ignore it because F0 already received and send acknowledgement to the transmitter that I have received F0, and so the transmitter send F1 again. But here the collision is that here is already F1 is going on, and here F1 is going on. So at this time, two frames are traveling toward receiver end. So it might be if the F1 again lost, then receiver will get F1, then the receiver will get. If the F1 might be lost, then the receiver received another F1 frame, successfully. So here, to ensure the retransmission of every last frame, to ensure that the last frame has to be received by the receiver, to ensure this acknowledgement number be required, means that if the transmitter received F0, then it send acknowledgement for received fact frame, means that I have received A0, I have received frame of 0 sequence. Now, and second case one is if the receiver received F0 frame, then it send acknowledgement for A1, means I have received 0 frame, or now send the next frame which having sequence number 1, means that it send the acknowledgement for expected frame, this next frame. And here it's send the acknowledgement that I have received that frame. That will change. Listen again. In case 1, here the receiver send the acknowledgement of that frame. That means that frame is already received. Here it send the acknowledgement that I have received A0 frame, 0 sequence frame. and here the receiver send the acknowledgement that I have received 0 and I want next 0 sequence frame. In our previous learning, after learning, we use this method, means that where the receiver send acknowledgement of accepted frame means that the receiver will send acknowledgement that this frame number this sequence frame I have accepted. Okay. Now the receiver's protocol the same as acknowledgement for every received frame after processing. It send the acknowledgement carry corresponding frame sequence acknowledgement having sequence number. Now transmitter transmitting window size 1 at a time, only one packet sent by receiver at a time, only one frame received by receiver. So here only window size is 1. Here at a time only one packet sent by the transmitter. That's why it's also known as limiting the transmitter only one frame at a time. Total number of sequence कितने हैं? 2. There is only 2 sequence 0 or 1 sequence number 0 and sequence number 1. If 0 send, the next frame would be 1. If present frame is 1, the next frame will be 0. So alternate. Okay. Here's the explanation of the stop bit ARQ. Now the cycle time. If the transmitter transmits the frame and receiver received the frame, then there is a cycle time. So transmission delay, time taken to put the frame into the channel, the transmission delay, then propagation delay, time taken by the frame to travel from transmitter into receiver end, it's a propagation delay. Then queuing delay means how much time frame wait for their chance for processing in buffer waiting time. Queuing delay, processing delay at receiver. The packets are received and processing by the receiver end called processing delay. Transmission delay of acknowledgement. After processing, receiver send acknowledgement to the transmitter. So transmission delay, the acknowledgement put to the channel, that's called transmission delay. Now the propagation delay again the acknowledgement send receiver into transmitter in, that's called propagation delay. Now the acknowledgement if the acknowledgement comes into buffer of transmitter called queuing delay, and the acknowledgement are processed by transmitter in called processing delay. These collectively called cycle time. Here the transmission delay. Transmitter put the packets into the frame. After that, packet travel from transmitter to receiver end called processing delay. And at receiver end, it takes some time to process the packet frame called processing delay. After that, receiver transmit that's acknowledgement to the transmitter. So that is called transmission delay. Now the acknowledgement, so called propagation delay, and here the processing time taken by the transmitter to transmit the acknowledgement, to process the acknowledgement. That's called processing delay, collectively called cycle time. This is a cycle time or round trip time. Here the formula is also acknowledgement size and bandwidth. We brief the transmission delay, so packet size or bandwidth for this transmission time, and here transmission time, acknowledgement size and bandwidth. Suppose queuing and process delay are negligible. If negligible, then transmission delay and the round trip time propagation delay, Tx and 2Tp. If here the processing delay and the T of x delay is negligible, then what happens? T of x, Tp, and Tp. So the formula is Tx and 2TP. Here the round trip delay as we know, for data link layer, round trip time is equivalent to delay time, cycle time. Okay, but for transport layer, round trip delay, here we in transport layer it happens for long distance communication. That's why we are neglecting the transmission delay minimum. For transmission layer, distance is large, that's why we are neglecting transmission delay here. Then we have called efficiency of stop and wait ARQ. The stop and wait ARQ efficiency. To find the efficiency, here the transmission delay or cycle time. T of x is a transmission delay and is a complete cycle time. Efficiency comes under 0 to 1 range, and in percentage, here the formula efficiency. What we call efficiency? Efficiency means that in a full cycle time or round trip time, in full round trip time, how much time in complete cycle time, how much transmitter end is busy. Means that if transmitter transmit, if there is a, let's take example, if the round trip time is 10 seconds and the transmitter takes 2 seconds to put the packets into the channel, so its efficiency is 1/5, means that it's 20%, means at 8 seconds, after that 8 seconds the transmitter is idle, not working, because it had transmitted the packets into the frame, and from time 3 to 10 unit of time it will idle. So the efficiency is 20%. To make the efficiency more, we will have to transmit more packets. We have to increase the packet size, so that it will take long time. As time increase, transmission time increase, the efficiency will also increase. Here the formula T of x is equal to cycle time. T of x cycle time is Tx 2Tp. After that, A is equal to Tp upon Tx, and the formula, modified formula is this. You must have to remember that formula. We have to find out the throughput, packet size or cycle time. This is a formula. What is throughput? Throughput is the actual per time. What is a throughput? Is a means that if you have the bandwidth of 10 Mbps, is a maximum bandwidth. But what we actually use, that we call throughput. To find the throughput, the cycle time is 10 and the packet size is, if we take a packet size is 5. Or another example is that if example that there is a bandwidth of 100 kilobyte per second. This is a bandwidth. This maximum we can send in 1 second. We can send only 100 byte, but we are sending only 50 byte per second. So this is called throughput. Means actually we are using out of 100 bandwidth, we are using only 20 bandwidth. It's called throughput.